Well, I know I follow you on social media, man. It seems like you got a real like good girl behind you. Is that a
Yeah,
big part of that?
yeah, it is.
That's dope,
It
man.
is. She's the love of my life.
That's dope. So I see too that you've been sending me some snippets of your new joints and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I see you kind of experiment with some new styles in your music. I mean, can you give us a glimpse into the new styles that you're gonna be using on the Dark Knight and where those influences coming from?
It's some of the new styles is basically just more fast paced. Like with the Dred Scott branding, I kind of got caught up with like the down south. Slowed down, chopped and screw. DJ Screw was a huge influence in my last projects. And I just want to do something more fast paced, more in your face, more just exciting. You know what I'm saying? Like, and nothing's wrong with like the slow down, chopped and screwed sound, but it gets to the point where people expect it from you, or they expect you to do Master P ad libs and stuff like that. Like, I felt like if I was to continue with that style, 20 years from now, I'll be still doing the same thing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like what people don't get about me is like I'm a true artist, and like I reinvent myself. I try to reinvent myself, if not every project, every 2 projects, and I want to be able to for my musical journey to be as exciting for me as it's exciting for my fans.
Yeah.
And I want them to feel like whenever they go out and get that new Snoopie Styles project, whether it's this one or 120 years down the road, whether it's Snoopie Styles or some other crazy name I came up with at 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, I want people to be able to feel like they're hearing something new and refreshing, but still have the same roots that from the older years, you know what I mean? So.
Well, I think one of the dopest things that Hov ever said was he don't follow any guidelines because too many rappers ride mine, so I change styles every 2 rhymes. So it's good to innovate, and especially in the game of hip hop, man. And it's very fast paced. You want to be able to reinvent yourself. I think some people feel like on some levels they don't understand artists. Like they want artists to do the same thing every time.
Yeah.
And they think it's kind of alienating if you do something different, but they don't understand the brain of artists. Like, we want to do different shit, and we want to keep it moving, and we want to be able to do that.
And I think the way Drake kind of explained it is like, sometimes you got to be ahead of the curve. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people won't get it first off. Like, I feel like a lot of my fans, I feel like it's exciting enough. People should get it, but I'm still prepared for people not to get it first off. But then, like, I think over time, they're going to be like, damn, like, he was really, like, changing some new shit. Like, he was really doing something that wasn't done by him.
Everything that's popping was some new shit at one point that niggas was like, that may not be it, but it was it. Yeah. Somebody just had to have the balls to do it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's exciting to see you, return to music after the little, break you took, kind of after, the last time I know was supposed to be your last album. But what motivated you to get back in the studio, and how was your time away from rapping, change your creative process or impacted it in any way?
So I can say like what motivated me. For one, it was my girl. Like, she writes poems and shit like that. So, like, seeing her process and how she goes from writing poems about her life and whatnot, and then the other thing is just like Rose Gold was like a good album. Even the one after that was okay, but like I didn't want that to like be the last gift I gave to the world. So early on, like coming into this project, I was coming into it with it being the last album. You know what I'm saying? Like just that last go. But I think the more I got into creating it and just, expanding on different ideas and just, not being so afraid to take risks that were outside of the box. Like, this is one of the first albums that I didn't use Splice in a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm actually digging for samples and, going back to older sounds and like, okay, how can I take that from 19 so-and-so and then put it into 2023 with a new refreshed style? Like, that's, I love this shit too much. And I think that's the thing, like, I am, like I said before, like I'm a true artist, but I think even as an artist, sometimes you gotta take breaks and walk away from things. So when you come back to it, you have a fresh mind. And I do want to say, like, while we're on the subject, like, I do apologize for anybody that I may have lashed out on social media and whatnot. Like, I was stressed, and not just that, but I was feeling underappreciated as an artist. And I think because of the bigger artists having PR teams and stuff like that, and cleanup crews, they can, a lot of stuff you don't get wind of the stress that they go through with a lot of stuff. But me, I've always been a real person. Like I'm gonna show you when I'm stressed, just like I'm gonna show you when I'm happy on top of the world.
Were you being attacked by the media? And I heard you mentioned PR. Were you being attacked by the media outlets?
No, I don't. I don't even have any PR, and that's the reason why I was saying that, because like, let's say if somebody like Drake gets mad about something, he has people that can clean it up for him before the media ever gets to it. Whereas with me, like,
it's big of you to step up and apologize.
Yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah,
that's real good. Well, man, we glad you're back, man.
Yeah,
back making classics.